Hi there, friends. This video is of Icon FJ number 77, Volcanic Black, 1973. Here's what we started with. Here we are in process. This is one of the few that we've built with a complete hardtop and doors setup. The hardtop is from the 73, although the doors, we prefer the later setup, the 75 and later. It's a really nice truck. It's beautifully set up and really well optioned. It's running the 5.3 LS aluminum fuel-injected V8, 350 horse, 400 torque with the automatic and the Atlas 2 part-time four-wheel drive T-case. We're sporting all-terrain tires. Here's a little LED show-off. We're running the LED auxiliary lights front and rear, as well as our standard LED front headlights. The inside's equipped with seating for four with a forward-facing rear tuck and tumble removable bench, and the front buckets with the carbon fiber heaters, as well as the Chilowich textile. Here we have indicators on the dash that are smoked LEDs for check engine, parking brake, four-wheel drive, and left and right turn signals. Here are AC knobs, which are vents we get from Cessna. Then you have lights, wipers, fan, hot, vent, and cold. And then there's a marine power port there in the middle. When you're running the defroster, you run the C and the H rotated to take the humidity out of the air. Otherwise, you just select the fan speed and the vent location you want and crank the C all the way to the right or H all the way to the right to operate. Here from the rear, you'll see the Icon dual pivot rear bumper setup. As I mentioned, this truck is finished in the volcanic black color, which is certainly, I guess, our most popular one. It's one of my favorites. We did a medium 3M titanium tint on the windows. This truck just has a kind of nice, nasty, industrial stealth thing going on. This client found he's not going to use a winch, so you'll notice covering the winch cavity, we did a front license plate holder with nutserts embedded. Let's see, what else can I tell you? We did the ARB locking differentials, we did the sport pedals, the sport brakes, ceramic coated exhaust, full audio with the Alpine head unit with iPod link and JL audio amp and bass. We did a hard top and a soft top. Pardon my laziness, I'm just going to video it with the hard top and then package the soft top and ship it that way. Originally planned on doing both, but anyone who owns an FJ40 knows taking the top off's kind of a fun way to blow half a day. We also did the amp research power steps on this truck, which are really nice. On the 44, they're totally hidden on the second row. On the 40, you still see them in the front row. But they're really nice, sort of stirrup up. They really help you get in and out and improve the ergonomics of the stock running board. So there you see, they're tied to a sensor on the door, which also activates the dome light. Here you see our CNC T-handles for actuating the spare, and then click, the ramp will engage with that FAA pin to keep the carrier from rotating further into traffic or coming back and beating up your tailgate. We upgrade the rear lift shocks on the stock top with the gas shocks instead of the twist buckle ones. And we do the headliner in the Alcantara suede. Inside of the full width tailgate, there's a locking storage compartment where we put the Craftsman toolkit, your wheel lock and lug wrench, and then there's plenty of room for other stuff in there as well. See the LED taillights and the stock enclosures, which are kind of nice. We recently converted all lighting on the FJ series 100% to LEDs. I love diodes. They've come a long way. Funny side story, it's now a pain in the ass to find diodes that aren't bright. They're so proud of bright. Here you see how you lift that pin and then pull it back. It's nice and smooth. There's also those hidden storage trays on that back bumper, which are kind of nice. The tire carrier as well as the jerry can carrier are 3-axis braced, TIG welded, fluted shaft braced to the bumper that's greasable. And here you see the Black Rock wheels. We recently started running these over the American Racing Teflon ATXs. I prefer the surface finish and the American manufacture of these. They also run steel centers, whereas the American Racing ran kind of cheesy Chinese plastic centers. Here's a brief engine bay tour, probably pretty familiar to fans of the brand, other than the intake, which is kind of cool. This is the second time we've done it. This is a prototype developed with our friends at Volant Cold Air Intakes. Nice US-made California brand where we have some friends. This improves the performance of the trucks and further isolates the element from debris and dust and all that fun stuff. We're really hoping to make this a standard model, although there was just a transition and change in ownership over there. and I fear the new ownership doesn't see the value, and the fact that I'm not going to be able to order thousands a year is going to throw me under the bus, which sucks. That was our remote catch can for differentials and transfer case breather with a K&N high on the firewall. There you see the sport pedals CNC. There you see the Chillwich mats, which are removable and rubber backed. And then a nice view of the dash from the rear with the lighting on, so you see how that central diode works. The knobs are really something we're proud of. We kind of geek out on those. So they're CNC'd out of billet, and then we turn them on a lathe and knurl them using old gun tooling, and then we engrave them and enamel them by hand. Total money hour eating pit, but super cool. And stuff like that's really what makes a difference with Icon, in my opinion. There you see the CNC'd instrument panel in more detail, and our Caterpillar Hellcat steering wheel. This truck's an automatic with the low-car shifter we jokingly refer to as our non-emasculating tranny shifter because it still looks like a manual, but gives you the lockout functionality of the automatic. Here you see the sun visors, again from Learjet supplier Rosen. Really nice 5-axis CNC double hard-coated with polarized Lexan. They have way more utility than conventional visors. Here I did a minor redesign on the stock panel using the Mercedes marine rated vinyl. And then there you see the apparatus for the rear seat. That tucks and tumbles forward for easier entry and exit from the rear. But oddly enough, I find people don't even really use it. Everyone just climbs right over the center console. So what are you going to do? The center console, speak of the devil, is from our friends at Tuffy in Colorado, US-made gun-rated lock-safe powder-coated steel. And that front subcompartment's where we hide the audio, as well as the 4-temp select switches for the carbon fiber blankets hidden underneath the textiles on the seats. Here you'll see our dome light redesign. These come from the cigarette boat world. They're cast stainless half rounds with embedded diodes. And now a little bit of under chassis tour. There's the front axle with the 6-piston StopTech T4041 two-piece rotors. Titanium hats and hardware, super sexy brakes. They work really, really well. Here you see the control arms by Art Morrison. Those are half-wall thick DOM US TIG welded steel to John Curry's famous Johnny joints. Here you see the Atlas 2 T-case, part of the stainless steel muffler in the exhaust system, which is all aircraft ceramic coated, which kind of mellows the tone out a little bit, and it also enhances the longevity of the exhaust system finish. It's a really good product. And here's the famous Dynatrac Dana 60 Pro Rock high pinion rear axle, as well as a quick shot of the 4-piston calipers with standalone parking brake in the rear that are part of that StopTech engineered system. StopTech's the OE brake partner for Lexus, good friends. Here's the exhaust. So thanks for looking. Appreciate your support for the brand, icon4x4.com.